I'm Redcollarwolf here. Hello, welcome back. I'm Redcollarwolf here to show you how to design your tile maps. This might not be flawless, but it will help you at least get started or design them. Because looking back on these aren't even, but I guess it kind of adds to it, the game. Unless you want them even. This is for top down. This is how to just get the basic tile map. And even create bases like this. You want to create a base if you're going to have a lot of tile maps. Even if you're going to have 4, I'm pretty sure you want to make a base because it is a pain to do this 4 times. Trust me on that one if you haven't done them yet. And then you got, I'll show you a bit on how to do another glass one here too. I might do that from both because it'd be useful for me to use another one too. Which is just me coming in, deciding to whip this, deciding to delete that so it makes the glass. Which is real nice. All you can do, which makes these bases so easy, all you can do is just copy, unless you want, and then paste. And see, all of it fits well within my little templates. Then you can even go different shapes, like this is snow, and it's a completely different shape. I attempted to make a new shape, and I remember how annoying it is. So whenever you're making these, make sure that that's all even along here. Make sure that each one of these, see, it has to be all even, the same level. See, all the black lines are even. And this helps you with this one here too, with this corner. And that corner will basically help you with mostly everything. Gotta make a new one. And then you want to make sure you get these tops even too, except for when you get to here. See, they are even. They aren't uneven in any circumstances. So when you get the white, you flip right over to get the left one. I don't quite know how to get my bottom ones down here because it's slightly off. But you get easy ways just flipping it over. And then you get your circle. This is a 64 tile. What we're going off by. Which I think you want to start off with the pink so that you can really get that glit in. So pink. Pink is probably the less likely color you're going to be probably using. And then you want to do your numbers around here. Where do you want to go from? Hang on. I keep pressing save. Don't worry about what I'm doing. I actually do worry about what I'm doing now. So let's go with let's go see what this will lead us to. And then we want to put this over here and this over here. Hopefully we won't find a problem since it's uneven scale. Do we have to make sure it's even? I think so. Because I'm pretty sure what I did for this was just rotate it. Which means we are going to want to do a problem. So you got to make sure you grab this and that you can rotate it to the point where it's even. So if I copy this, paste it, I rotate it to whatever direction, I should be able to chuck it on here. And it should be the same. Which it is. It's just not the same pattern. You clearly can tell. Okay, I'm just like getting sweat in my slowly. You can see that I kind of went dopey with it. As long as these end ones are leveled, it doesn't matter what this looks like. That's all you can really be worried about. Because if this isn't even, your whole thing's not even at all. So here it has to be a nice smooth exit to it. And that every line has to be even. So which means we wipe out this black hang on, we wipe out this I'm using my belly button. We wipe out this one here. Wipe out that one here. We send this one all the way down to here. So that is our straight edge here. Yeah, we copy and paste that one. We'll take this bugger to, well, any, really. Hey, Come over here, boy. Also gonna need to go, I cannot see what I'm doing in a second, sorry about that. I am half blind, that's a problem. That's what you tell any asshole if you're wearing glasses, that they call you blind. You're like, yeah, I'm already halfway there. I did it to one guy once and he was speechless. Speechless afterwards. Here we go. And then we copy and paste that down. We flippy this over. Looks like right position. Then we go copy of this because we're lazy. Then we go flippy that vertical. So you even turn your bit of basic intellect stuff too. Hang on. Where is W? And then we go make sure this is ticked so we can just gather all this pink junk in the middle of everything. God. So now I'm supposed to cheat and bullet. It's too slow, man. Okay, I keep pressing save as because I've got myself such used to it. That's Control S if you don't actually know. That's a button that you will never forget about, or shouldn't forget about. So now we're gonna have to move this down. Hey, sir. Sorry, keep calling sir. And then we're gonna move up to here. One more, make sure it is even. See, now we got our peak here. Means we just gotta send the pink down here, and that's what it looks like at the end. You can shape this better. I'm just sticking to whatever shape comes out of this, boy. It's either gonna be good or bad shape. This is not how I did it before, but this is so easy way so you can easy make your template too. Hopefully you aren't getting too mind-bended by this. I hope to God you aren't. And then we just steal this, copy and paste that, which is Control C and then Control C and then Control V. Or Command. Control and Command is very different. It's about that real difference. And then we flip. No. Flip horizontally. Not vertically. That's the reason why it looks like it didn't do anything. There we go. Then we just press that W here. This is gonna look strange. But you probably wanna not make that as wide. You probably wanna make it a bit sharper. I think this one was a bit sharper. Yeah, see, it's a bit more sharper. This one's a bit wide, so it looks a bit strange. And this one has a very sharp turn. This for the snow shape. Then we go copy and paste this, make sure that we're doing it, and then we rotate anywhere by 90. Then we just go W. So whenever you tick this, it just ticks whatever's within this area so you can easily delete. And then we're off to another bit here. Gotta make sure it's fully hooked in. And then we gotta flip it. And there we go. There's our connections. And then it shall be even. Oh no, we're having problems. The shape isn't very good. That is our problems with this one. Maybe we go back and do a better shape. No, actually I think we know how to solve this. So whatever's within these black lines is where your plate will be, your template. And it could be a smaller one, maybe. I forgot how I got the smaller one before and the other one. Which is going to be nice for you guys. And also gotta make sure it's wide enough. Yeah, I think that's how you get the smaller one, judging by the size of it. Which then makes a lot of sense how I got a smaller one, if that's the truth. So you gotta make sure these are all even. See how when you come to here that this is all to the top. This is all even. Then we want to stretch this out a bit more, make sure that it is even itself. Yeah, boy. Yeah, judging by the size of this boy, it is the big, so we're going to have the bigger circle here. 1, 2, 3. I think might need a 4th one in there. 2 more. Yep. Then these two shall be even. Yes. And then all we do is connect this, connect this, connect this, and connect this just to make it look better. G, and fill in all those holes. Fill in that hole so we can just get away with it in one go. There we go. I'm pretty sure that is how you do end up with a smaller boy. Hang on, we need to go back to the one we need to go to. Okay. So now we're gonna have to hook this, get this in. See a lot more, but I can just, sorry. Anything from here on, might as well just do this. So then saves us getting rid of some of the pink. I mean, you can keep the pink there if you would want to. So now we bring this in. We chuck this up, or shove this in the corner. We go grab this and shove this in the next corner. Make sure it's all even. You don't want to have it uneven. And we might as well, seeing as it's symmetrical, we might as well do this. What has to be somewhat symmetrical. That's what we'll probably have to end up in. And then we just flip this over. This is how big you want it to be. Boom. And now we're going to have to be in the small boy. So to make sure it works, this corner here is the golden child. Or golden corner, say. It's the corner that we're going to really truly see if it will work or not. Like I said, the corner over there is the golden child. It's the one that you must respect the most. This one. This one's dead. This is what one I need to pick up. So this will be how you do this corner here. As you look into it, that's where it goes into next. Sorry if you are getting a little bit confused with what we're doing here. Now we gotta make sure we get a nice little curve in. So we want to get the circle tool so we get a nice little curve, kind of. Well, that works. It might not be perfect, but it's a curve. And you probably want to do this less rough yourself if you want to make the proper template. I'm just a rough person. And we gotta make sure hopefully this is, everything shall be even. And that shall be the golden child. So we need to go copy him. Check that one in there. Copy and paste and flip. There we go. Copy and paste it again. And then flip. There's some other things we gotta make sure of to make sure it is definitely the wide angle. So it is smaller, which is always a good sign. Now, gotta shove this one here. And moment of truth. Yes. That's a good sign. You get in places if that is even. See, all that has to be even. That's a good sign. See, this is the where you're looking at size difference. You don't have to have black lines. The black lines are just there to help me, mainly, and you, probably, visually. Then we bring all this down. And we can just copy and paste that. Told you, it was the golden child. And then we need to shove it in this corner over here. So you can see that I am filling in the empty space. This template is designed for you to just copy and paste over whatever you're doing, like whatever style you're doing, so you don't have to like do this like every single time. Like, mate, you don't want to be doing this over every single time. I don't know if some people will, but I guess some people probably do. But in my personal opinion, it's too much of a pain to keep on doing that. It saves you a lot more work in the future, especially if they're like the glass, if you're not really caring if it looks exactly the same or not. Like, that glass, doing that glass took me a while to do. Whoops, I wasn't paying attention. Ah, undo. Yeah, doing that glass did take me a long time to do. Just to make the template. And imagine doing that every single time without template, you're gonna have a lot of problems. And there we go. I'm pretty sure that's the big one that tells you. I don't think we have really anything else that will. Told ya, it was special. And then we just need to do our 4 ways down here. Fill in the empty space. Yeah, I don't think I think you'd be so confused if we didn't actually have the black lines. At least I like to think you would be. But at least for my style, but I need the black lines. Because the black lines make it more interesting. I keep doing the wrong line. Here we go. There we go. So that's this one here done. And then we just gotta do this one. Actually, no, I just do it manually. I was gonna rotate that one, but yeah. And then we can just truck this one up here. As long as I know whatever hell I just did here. You want to make sure it's even by doing it from this point to this point so that you don't stuff it up. Okay, don't ignore me trying to press save every 5 minutes. Then we go to here. It's really good to know that shortcut. I've lost art in the void once, but that void is impossible to ever recover anything from. But it's better than if you had like a back out to have that recovering thing in there too. I actually had a black out when I was doing once. Lucky enough this program did actually save it. Okay, we need to go back to here. Here we go. This is what I'm doing. So now we just need to do that again, but in a different rotation. So we just steal this. Down to here. I reckon, even if you're not doing top down, doing this method with a platformer where you get a template, I reckon that will really help you. No matter what you're doing. Having a template is one of the best things you probably could do for yourself. And then you can pump out these different biomes really fast. Like, I can easily, I just did, 3 days ago, did like 6 glass types and 2 dirts. That might be an overestimation of how many I did, but that's basically what I did. And it only took me a day, less than a day to do it. It only took me 4 hours to do it. Because I was a bit lazy on the day. and boom. See, now you got that one without. So you're going to make sure you do one with this bar here. See, this one's a good one that shows you with the shadows. Once you didn't realize how good of a template that one is. And then you got your one that connects to your main system, like your main area. Now we got to do these ones over here. Well, if you're done the design and then you don't have the black outlines at the time of doing the template, you got to make sure you delete the ones along here and everything. Wherever these black lines are is where it comes from an edge, so you can tell the difference. It's not gonna affect the connection, because this is it made so you can put in an order title, which I have done a video on that. I don't know how good it is, but it is probably alright. Actually, it is still alright. You should actually watch it. I recommend it. I mean, I've gone a bit wiser since then, but it is still a pretty damn good animation. Look, here's another golden child corner too. No, actually, I'm kidding. One corner. You see that golden child corner down here is an important corner. I think that's how you get all your rotations done. Or one of the most effective ways. Let's go with this. And chuck it in here. On this one is, and you can see this tutorial is not that long, and we're gonna, and the biggest part of this whole thing is doing this. And you just got this again if you want a different style, but unless you're doing glass, which I'll show you how to do later after we finish up here. Then we need another diagonal one here, so we got this one. Copy and paste into here. I'll actually show you how to add into the game on that other tutorial too. Just in case you're really like, well, where the hell am I meant to do? But this one's just an earlier one to show you how to do the design. So you got one to here, make sure it's white. Yes. Sort of, I think. Yes, it is done white. It's kind of confusing me at the same time, and that's kind of not a good thing. But this one here, you're going to make sure there's no corner in this area. This as a way to help you as a guide. Seeing this is a female corner, these ones are meant to be. Could I just, yeah, I can. Up in here, two pink squares up in there. That's empty space. Hopefully, if you don't know who I am, I'm trying to design my own game, Garden Dragon, which uses a lot of these type of tile maps in per biome. So it is a godsend that you should do a template for yourself. I probably should have knocked out this one here. And I'm pretty sure I gotta chuck something in there. Not that way, I might as well do this. Did I do the same thing again? Whoops. Ah. I did too. Don't know why it's disorientating like that. I'm doing it a little fast for it. There we go, strap that in there, good. Got that one. Over here is white voids. There's your white, see, there's your void. Then you got void number 2 down here. So you just got empty space. And boom. Okay, that's looking pretty good. I think that is done. So you keep the size. And this is the canvas size. I probably should have showed you that sooner. That you're looking at. Or you could have figured it out by now. There's your size. I probably did show you earlier by mistake because I made a new thing. Then we go new. We add that in. See, this is what it's going to be like. So we undo, take that away. Now we're looking for a bit of dirt. Let's go for orangey looking dirt. Command. So you want to know how to do dirt is Shift B. I want to keep that to 1 particle, and I want to make that wider so then it takes time. You can focus on the areas. So you want to chuck in a base color. This is going to be the base color. Shift B again. Then we just color that all in. You want to have both dark and lighter colors in there a bit. There we go. And this also adds it a bit more randomized too. If you just do it this way, and it saves it like a whole lot more time. Because one of the first dirts I did was I did that method with the texture, and oh, that was horrible. I'm gonna pick up this one again. I'll get this little light color in there. Spread that out in there. Oh, it's a bit too light. And then we just go, oh, that's a bit camouflaging. Sort of. Then we want to check another one here. There you go. That's good enough. Then we go paste the template since we copied it. And take away the pink. Now we've got our fancy black outlining. And then we can make sure it works. So let's call it dirt something. So we're gonna put our dirt with the flens over here. So that's gonna be all the way to the black line. I'll show you how to do this in detail in that other video I mentioned. I'm gonna put that in the description of this one. So now what you can do is go to ground, open this way up here, drag him in there. Was it? Hang on, it was 7, wasn't it? Yes. Probably should have done a bit better of a job on him. He doesn't look that good. Or is it just me being judgmental? I don't know. Well, he might look okay. We put him in. We want to add him as an auto tile. Then we want to steal one from here. Put map here. See, this is what the map looks like. I do that in detail on the other one. We're just gonna go to here. Go to here. And paste them in. So just recycle that. Oh, hang on, we gotta go to settings here. And bulk. He's all done and dusted. He shall be white if we design them white. See, here he is, and then he shall be all good. See, it looks very different from the dirt. You probably don't want to do as wide of a turn we did. See, that turn out to a sharper point. There we go. Until you do your dirt. Oh, hang on. Also, if you want to change up the texture, because that looks ugly, here we go. I'm being judgmental with him, but he's not that bad at looking dirt. I might keep him in that shape too, just because he's came in that shape. He looks alright. See, look at this one here. That's the first dirt I did. And you can tell the difference between that one looks more like it's being repeated compared to some of the other patterns. Although they look like they're being repeated, that one looks more like they're being repeated more. Because it's being repeated it's been repeated so many times. This texture has been stuffed up, thrown out into being scrounged up, changed so many times that you can tell it's a repeating pattern, but not at the same time. That's probably not even its original pattern because of how many times I've been trial and error trying to figure out how to do the dirt. See, this dirt here doesn't look very repeated. Now, how to do the glass. Now I'm going to start on this because this is going to take me another hour probably to do properly if I want to do glass. It did take me so long before. So we're going to take out a black borders. So when you want to do this, so this white space here is the texture. So you want to do spikes down with the glass and everything. Spikes down here. You probably want to do a little mini one there. Blue one up in here. And then just do that all around for each area. There's not much of a shortcut to that. You just get cool design patterns if you do it this way too. See, now that's done with like glass. And then eventually, when you get it all done dusted, it looks like this. And then you just add your black outlines back in there again. And you gotta make sure when you do add your black outlines in again, all you have to do is go into, where's the one? Here. Go straight up to here. Add in your outlines. See, it's already doing your outlines around here. Outside. You want to make sure it's circle, not square. And you just probably want to do your index and you want to do your black. That's how you add in the shadows too. You just get your shadow color and see it will do that. You just gotta go through to make sure that it is correctly done. Because all that white space here is it connecting back to itself. So I hope you enjoyed that basic how to do tile map, how to do the art for the tile map. I do it in I do a video called The Ways of the Tile Map. So I hope you enjoy. I'm Redcollarwolf. Now out. Thank you for watching. Hope that you have a good. Also, just for a little extra thing that you can also make a template of those the shadows and the black outline. But you can't have the template and the black outline to be on the same layer due to the fact that this is slightly blurred out. And you can't unless you just want to have shadow, then easy to do the shadow. But that's just a personal little tip at the end there. Thank you for watching.